Well, I'm back with another feeder video. This here fella's got I'm assuming it's a bad motor, so I'll show you how to change a motor. He said he thought something was in the line, but I don't know. He hadn't even got chicken, so I don't know. But the motor sounds funny. Hold on, I'll show you how it sounds. There it goes. Tripped out again. It's been tripping out a lot because I see the little reset button is all wore out, and so he's probably been resetting it, or his worker, a lot. So I'm assuming the motor's just gone bad. So we'll show you real quick how to change that thing. They're pretty easy. This here is a marathon motor that I'm going to put back. You'll be able to see on here how to reverse it. You have to read it and see where we buy these motors from at our poultry supply house. They are already reversed for us because so many farmers were buying them and throwing them on, and they ran backwards. But anything that's got an auger on it, like a fill system or a feeder system, the motor has to be reversed to pull that auger the correct way. Just know that. So anyways, you read the back and it says interchange, usually black and red, and so make sure that you do that before you toss the motor on. I've already got the old motor off. I took the old motor off. I took his pinion gear off and I put it on the new motor. Should be pretty simple. The hardest thing about these things is getting the connector in the hole, and then I have to twist the motor in order to get this screwed on. I could take all this piping stuff off and take the wire out of this white box, and sometimes I still have to do that, but I try to avoid it. When you tighten these motors back down, hold them in place and make sure they fit real snug against the transmission. If you winch them real tight and they're crooked, what it'll do, it'll break these little ears off right here. They will break, and they break pretty easy. So make sure it's held up there good and tight. Look at it all the way around and make sure that thing has a good fit before you tighten up, because those ears break so easily. And then all you got to do is hook your wires up, and they're pretty simple, since I mean it's a 220, but so it don't matter white or black, it don't really matter where they go. But there'll be two studs in here, like bolts sticking out, and with these here spades, I call them spades, I don't even know what they're called. Just put it on the spade or on the connector right closest to the stud, and she should be good to go. And of course, put your ground back on your green ground screw. Well, we got him going, running pretty good, so he don't have anything in his line, thank goodness. One more tip I got for you. Well, I got this piece off the bottom of his, I call it a bottom plate, but I just made that up. I don't know what it's really called. But you see, they got the little gap in them, and they're all made different. Grower Select is a little different. Grower Select, some of their stuff actually has a funnel. Any feed that goes by the switch will come out this crack or funnel like a Grower Select, and it'll fall back into the pan. But if you see on these, they make the little the little opening way too small. Even a pellet will clog this up. So over just a flock or two, it'll get clogged up. And a lot of times in our feed anyways, there's big old pieces in it. So what I do, and I did this on all mine, and anytime I work on somebody's, I'll do this for them while I got it in my hand. But I'll take some pliers, open that bad boy up a little bit to about, I don't know, that might be close to a ½ inch. Alright, let me see. Yeah, see, I just bent it with my pliers where it'll let more feed fall through that, and the rocks and all hopefully will fall through. But make sure you put these back on, because if you don't, and the switch doesn't cut off, what it'll do, it'll pour feed out of this, and that whole motor and everything might come off the ground, and it'll just keep running and running and running. But with this on here, it'll pack up and trip the motor. That's essentially what you want. But anyways, this thing here, it needs to be open bigger. It helped me out on mine. But y'all can do what you want to. Y'all going to anyways. Thank you. See ya.